Let's talk about Lilith's mythology. This is part 4, where I am exploring Lilith's mythology with you. We are summarizing all of her stories, starting with Judaism and then going back in time and exploring other stories. Check below for the playlist. Later Kabbalistic and mystical text, 14th to 16th century CE. Lilith's role expands further in medieval Kabbalah, where she becomes an essential part of mystical cosmology. She is sometimes portrayed as a dual figure. One version is a terrifying demon who preys on pregnant women and newborn. Another version is a dark feminine force who embodies sexual and spiritual independence. In the treatises on the left-hand path, Lilith is said to be the cause of nocturnal emissions, and rituals are prescribed to protect men from her seduction. Some texts suggest that Lilith and Adam had demonic offspring who continued to plague the earth. And here we see Lilith starting to get reference to the Qliphoth, which is the dark reversed version of the Tree of Life in Kabbalah. So in this era, we see Lilith continue to be talked about in the same themes from before. This era cements Lilith as a source of fear and an alluring forbidden force. And this is where some esoteric traditions begin to revere her and seeing her as a symbol of feminine power that had been demonized. And the final Judaic text I want to talk about is the Jewish folklore and protective amulets, 16th to 18th century CE. By the early modern period, Lilith had fully merged with Jewish folk superstitions. As mentioned in several texts before, she is seen as a threat to pregnant women and newborn. Because of this, in order to protect against her, Jewish households started carrying amulets with the names of the three angels. Some women would wear protective charms while pregnant to prevent Lilith from stealing their babies. Her association with the evil eye and misfortune grew, making her a prominent figure in Jewish magical traditions. At this point, she is now fully integrated into Jewish life, not just as a theological concept, but as something that folk would try and ward off. Now that we've covered all the Jewish texts, I do want to go back and revisit some of the older stories that are connected to her, so stay tuned for those.